So today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the tools that I have and why I pick certain brands over other brands. So today we're going to talk about Milwaukee. As you can see, I have several Milwaukee tools, and I plan to add more soon. But I have everything from their bits to pack out to their smaller 12-volt drills to their bigger impact, an M18 drill, the vacuum cleaner, and then the newest addition, which is their Gen 2 Sawzall. And part of the reason is yes, there are other brands out there, and there are some people like Ford and Chevy fans, DeWalt versus Milwaukee, or Milwaukee versus Ryobi. Um, for me, I've known people that have had those brands. I've actually in my previous roles I've used DeWalt, which DeWalt is great as well. Um, I've used Ryobi before as well. My brother actually uses a lot of Ryobi products. For me, I felt with Milwaukee, I was getting the ergonomic feel that I wanted with the performance that I was looking for and the longevity of the tool that I was looking for in a package that was well built for the most part, that fit what I wanted. So, when I was looking for a drill set, I picked this drill up and I really like this because it is, fairly light for what it is. It's short, it's small and compact, and it's a hammer drill, and I can use it in various situations, and it works fantastic. It fits in my hand perfectly. I've never had any issues out of this. When I'm ready to use it, it works. And just like a lot of the other ones, it uses a battery system that goes across their entire range. And Milwaukee has an excellent battery system. So does DeWalt and the others. I've never had any issues out of the batteries, as far as longevity, as far as them dying prematurely, holding up with age, holding up to the abuse. Um, if you take a look at my impact here, this one has gotten some use out of it. This thing has saved my butt time and time again. Um, Working on my car, I do all of my own work with the exception of a couple of items, and this thing here is a lifesaver. This is one of the earlier models, and I plan to upgrade this very soon to the newer one key setups. But again, fantastic tool. Uh, and I, end up picking these up here when I didn't need the big drill. I have a driver and then a smaller drill here. Both of these are 12 volts, and they work perfectly. As you can see, this has a lot of wear as well. Um, I use this a lot on the car as well for, taking off 10 millimeter or 12 mil bolts, or, just tightening something down that doesn't need a lot of torque on it. This is perfect for it. And I mean, it by having that 12 volt battery system on it, it stays really compact in your hand. So that's what I really love about it. And the same thing with this drill too. When I don't need this big drill, if I'm doing stuff around the house and I need to use some bits with this to drill out a couple holes or to tap some things, this works perfect for it. And it gives me plenty of power, even in a 12 volt. And then the same with the vacuum cleaner here. I got this and I use this everywhere, the car, the home, outside, I mean, everywhere. The only downside with this one is it doesn't have a cord where you can plug it in externally, just in case the battery dies. So that's the only downside for me with this. DeWalt makes one that has both on there. So I would say next time, when Milwaukee is coming out with their newest generation of this, maybe think of adding in a provision to add a power cord to it. Even if you don't add one on it that is stationary or static with the unit, add a plug-in where we could plug in, let's say, a contractor's cable to it just in case we need it. But all in all, great suction, has worked fantastic. Haven't had any issues out of this either. Works perfectly. Um, And then this pack out I've had for a while as well. I've meant to add more on, but other things have kind of come up. But this thing has been great as well. Modular inserts. I put a lot of all my smaller things in there, O-rings, smaller screws, washers, and stuff like that in here that I need for the car, and this works perfectly. And then my newest unit, newest addition rather, that I purchased because I needed to cut out the compliance bushings on the car, was this Sawzall. I was looking at Sawzalls, and Milwaukee has their standard Sawzalls, but as you can see here, everything is a fuel product, so you're getting the best performance out of the tool. Pick this up with a blade, and this thing performed flawlessly. I was able to cut out seized bushings in a matter of minutes on both sides. It really saved me hundreds of dollars, potentially thousands, of having to tow the car somewhere to get the bushings out. And this really, really saved my bacon on that one. So, for me, this thing worked very well. I've used other Sawzalls in the past. They can be a little unbalanced, a little unwieldy. With this one here, with the way the trigger handle is made, you have a lockout switch here. This foregrip here is really sturdy. The blade release is really nice because this basically you just flip it up and shake it out without having to touch it, which is fantastic. Because as you know, especially when you're cutting through metal, these blades get so hot it'll instantly burn you. And again, this one uses the M18 system as well, so I can just swap on and off batteries. I have multiple chargers, and everything just works. So, people ask me, what do you use at home? What kind of drills and stuff do you use at home? Or working on your car or whatnot. For me, Milwaukee all the way. Right now, they are, to me, one of the leaders in innovation of tools. Battery tech is great. The other companies are catching up to them as well. DeWalt, I will probably say, is the main competitor for Milwaukee. And there are some people out there that say DeWalt is the best. But for me, Milwaukee is definitely king for me. Everything down to the red and black color schemes, which is some of my favorite colors. But besides that, the products work. They not only look good, they work well, they last long, and I haven't had any issues out of them. So anybody is looking to purchase new tools, or trying to get into a tool family that they can buy multiple tools and use the batteries over a range of products, Milwaukee is definitely something you should take a look at. Their performance is fantastic. You can usually find them at Home Depot, Lowe's, for fairly good prices, and a lot of times they have sales on their kits where you get the tool and the batteries. Sometimes you get a tool and 2 batteries, which always helps. Batteries are one thing that you can never have enough of, really. Especially when you're doing stuff when it's cordless. Just having that battery or 2 in reserve where you can just pop one on and pop one off and on, works perfectly. And again, their lineup is vast. They have everything from lights to generators to drills to wrenches and sockets and stuff like that. They have a lot of different tools. Like I say, I've used a lot of different things. Paddle bits here, some of their sockets here, and everything works very well. I haven't had any issues out of any of their tools failing or breaking, and I use my tools for stuff around the house and automotive work. So, for heavy industrial things, I haven't used it in that environment, so I can't speak to that. But for general home use, light automotive work, it's perfect for that. And you'll definitely get your money's worth. This thing here has saved me so much money. When I bought it at the time, I think it was $4.99, and I can guarantee you I've saved thousands of dollars by picking this up when I did, and it has been flawless. And like I say, I want to add the newer generation on, still keep this as a backup, but add more to the stockpile that I have here. So again, I'm not being paid to say any of this. They have not. Milwaukee has never sent me anything. Everything on this table was paid for by me, um, and typically it has been paid for because I've had a need for it. Um, this most of these items have come forward because I had a need to purchase them right then, and they have worked exceptionally well. So, Milwaukee, if you're listening, send me something great. But all in all, just to say, if you're thinking about, getting into a tool family that is going to, um, that's a well-rounded tool family that's going to allow you to get the best value out of it, Milwaukee is definitely the way to go. So thank you for watching. This was just a quick video and my experience with the Milwaukee Tool brand and kind of what I have and what I use it for. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave those in the comment section below, and we'll catch you in the next video.